For April, the health awareness for this month is stress, so we're going to be making homemade stress balls. What you're going to need is a pair of scissors, some balloons. I picked the regular party variety kind. You do not want to pick water balloons. They will burst when you try to squeeze them. Not good. You'll have a mess everywhere. You're going to need a little funnel. You can use any old one. And then we have floral gel beads. You can get almost at any kind of department store. I got mine from the dollar store. It's a real good price, real cheap. You can use birdseed if you like. You just know that if you do, it's going to be a lot harder resistance. And if it eventually does pop or you do break it, it's a lot messier than these little gel beads. So you want to use the small pellet kind. If you use any old generic birdseed, before you put it into your balloons, which will be your stress ball, pick out the sunflower seeds. They will poke holes in your balloons. Alright, so we'll get on to the first step in just a moment. Let's put this down here. Alright, so step number 1. You are going to take your funnel and you're going to attach your balloon. Open the mouth of it there, and you're going to attach it to the end of your funnel. I may have to actually put this upside down, so I'll be able to do it. Stretch it nice and open, right over the top. Don't pull too hard because you don't want it to come off, but you'll want a nice little fit on your funnel there. So it's good. When you go to fill it up, pinch the end of the funnel here. So flip it over, so that when you fill it up, your balloon does not fall off from the weight. Go ahead and open up your beads. I've already pulled the tape off of mine. They're taped shut. You can touch them with your hands. They're a little wet. Doesn't really matter. You can wash it off. It's not going to hurt you. You can use scented, unscented, colored, clear, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. So, you're going to take your funnel, pinch it up, and you're going to pour your beads right into the top. Now, they're not immediately going to want to go down for a minute, so you're going to have to do that. Once it's filled up a little bit, they're going to kind of bottle up in the neck there. You'll want it to be a nice little round size in your palm, so that's not quite big enough. So you're going to string the beads down the neck, and eventually though it'll fill up and they'll try to come back up. We don't want that, so it's going to be hard for me to tape this. You'll want to pinch the end and kind of fill it up. You'll pinch the other end and we have beads in the middle. You'll bring those back down. So, oops, got a little going out. You want to funnel as many beads. It might take a little time, a couple minutes if you want, to just funnel them down the tube. So, kind of awkward here. I'll try to go a little faster. I might make a little mess while I do it. That's okay, because you just easily pick them up. So, I want to string them down in there, as many as you can to make a nice round bit in your hand. Well, coming off the end there. So, we'll want, alright, it's kind of getting nice. You don't want it too big. We don't want it as if a balloon big as if you were blowing air into it. Not quite what you want, because you'll need to squeeze it. You'll need space for that. Alright, almost there. Alright, once you have a nice little round size, over to the bottle here, if I can get my fingers out of the way, because when you pull this off the end here, all the little balls are going to come out. So you put them right back in the container. It's fine. Alright, so now you've got your ball and your really long neck. So go ahead and stretch that out. Keep all the balls as far as you can down into the balloon. Get as far to the base as you can. And you're just going to tie it off. Alright. Oops. I'm sure everyone has tied a balloon at some point. Now you're going to want the knot, oops, this way, as close to the base of the balloon as you can get it. Let's see if I can't angle the end here. Okay. And if it's not quite that way, you can kind of roll it down. So we want a nice long tail when you're done, big knot, and a nice dollop-sized balloon here. Alright, real close to the bottom. Alright, now when we want to cut off the excess top, we don't want to cut too close to the knot because when you squeeze it, it could eventually become loose and come undone. So we want to get close, but not too close. Kind of see a little bit closer there. We're just going to go ahead and cut that off. Throw that away. It's got kind of a knot, but that's alright. So you've got a nice palm-sized bit here. Nice stress ball. Now some people, they don't like the feeling of the knot there. So what you'll do is you'll take another balloon. I like orange actually. Nice color scheme. It doesn't really matter what color. They can all be one color, it could be two colors, doesn't matter. And you're going to cut the base of the neck real close to the bottom there. I can hold it still. Okay, so we've got the neck, which we don't need, and we've got the ball of the balloon part. Going to open that real wide and take the old balloon, put it in knot first towards the bottom, and pull the other one over the top. And yes, a little color is going to stick through from the other side, that's fine. So when you do it now, if you want, you can hold it lemon or just ball, whatever, and just squeeze away. You've got your little stress ball. So hopefully it's a little ragged edge. If you want, if it's a little ragged edge, just take the scissors and be careful not to cut the inside one. Just trim it off, and there's your homemade little stress ball.